Hi, we're here today with Dr. David Herman. Hi, Dr. Herman, how are
Angela.
you?
How are you doing?
Good, good.
Good to be with you.
Thank you. Well, I've known you for a long time now, and you have a wonderful practice here in the Four Corners area. Why do so many people come here?
You know, I think we've worked for 14 years to get a very strong reputation. And the strong reputation is based on achieving, number one, amazing or beautiful smiles. Number two, we take seriously the trust that people place in us when they come here for their care. And we want the experience to be very positive and comfortable, and I have a staff that does a very good job of creating a positive atmosphere that everybody feels comfortable with.
I mean, it's a lot of fun here. It doesn't seem like an orthodontic practice at all. There's flat screen TVs and music playing. I mean...
Well, it helps us take care of business, which is creating that wide, beautiful smile.
So you mentioned wide smiles. Tell me a little bit more about that.
A wide smile is very important for the patients as they age. You can make a teenager look good with almost any kind of smile, but as you age, that wide smile keeps you a more youthful appearance. Julia Roberts is a great example of how much more youthful she looks because she has a wide smile. We have worked very hard to master the technology of the Damon system of braces that enable us to widen the bone and get fuller lips, and that's what we try to pass on to our patients.
So if another orthodontist is, you know, if I'm a patient, I'm going to another orthodontist and they recommend that I have 2 or 3 teeth pulled, are you recommending that patients have a second opinion on that? Are you saying that it might not be necessary?
Well, I'd probably see 4 teeth being taken out, and it depends on how much you value and having healthy body parts removed. If you value keeping healthy body parts and want a wide, youthful-looking smile, most of the time you're going to find in a second opinion in my office that you're not going to have teeth removed.
Do you find a lot of celebrities have that wide smile look?
Well, I think the Olympics definitely showed the young ladies having the wide smiles. The celebrities have the wide smiles. I find it interesting that there's very few dentists that want to have any of their children's teeth taken out, but yet there seem to be a little bit less concern when it's not their families. So I get a lot of dentists bringing their children to me because they don't want teeth removed as well. So we would say celebrities, anyone that's in the know has done the research to find out that you don't have to have teeth taken out in most cases anymore.
I've actually seen a lot of adults in your waiting room. So what is it about orthodontic treatment that you think appeals to so many adults?
You know, it's so common in my practice that the moms and the dads are bringing their kids for treatment and they're really wanting to get their kids a good jump on life and get that self-confidence that they need when they go out for jobs or go to college. And then they start looking at some of our pictures and they want to know if they can basically get their teeth straightened. But what they say they need is to have their teeth straightened. What they want is a wide, more youthful-looking smile. And so it's amazing when we're done with these patients that they're most impressed about their wide, youthful-looking smile than they are that the tooth that was crooked got straightened.
You and I have talked about this a lot, but I didn't realize that braces or orthodontic treatment could actually make your face look younger and more youthful. They've even termed it a brace lift.
Right, brace lift is the term that because you look 5 to 7 years younger. So when you come into our practice, the first thing we want to do is start showing you pictures of people that had problems similar to you or smiles similar to you, so we can give an accurate prediction of how we think you're going to turn out with treatment.
And from looking at some of the adults with the braces on, you can hardly even tell. I mean, you were telling me it's a Damon bracket. It's actually very small.
Well, the Damon brackets are much smaller than the Ugly Betty braces, and most of my adults go with a clear Damon. So with clear Damon, you can very easily hide that you have braces. The only way you can tell is if somebody's really close to you, but most of the time, people don't even realize you have them on.
That's amazing. The braces have come such a long way. I know I've had them as a child, probably need to come back for second treatment, so that's why we're talking today, but I think this gives everybody a lot to think about.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to interview with me today.
Thank you so much.